morning. You join me on a Monday morning. It's been a bit of a heavy weekend. We've had a bit of a rough time and it's made me quite anxious, understandably. So I wanted to hop on here today because I feel like this channel for me has become part of my therapy. And this could just be me being a huge oversharer, but I feel like this is what I want from my channel. The situation with my granddad has caused me to feel quite creatively unstimulated, and it reminded me of last year where I actually took a month off uni at my tutor's suggestion, which I'm forever grateful for. But I think since going to therapy, I think I now have the tools within me and within my sessions with my therapist to be able to help me through this uncertain time. That being said, I had a huge moment yesterday, over this weekend really, where I realised the way I was approaching this project, not actually what I want from this project. I bang on these vlogs. I think in every vlog that I've created so far, I say how my project is a feeling. It's a feeling and a vibe, and I laugh at myself at the amount of times that I say feeling and vibe, because it's a lot. But it is, and I feel like that's me trying to remind myself that what I am doing is not a physical motif. It is not looking at a photo and crocheting or drawing or printing or whatevering directly from that photo like I have done previously. It's understanding why I'm attracted to these things, and to the point where I think I need to go back and reread my project proposal, because I wrote my project proposal at the beginning of this project explaining what I wanted to do, and I think I have completely forgotten that. So my project proposal that I wrote, I think in the first week, so a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago, I wrote this. This project will be an investigation of what it is that catches my eye throughout my daily life, with the aspiration of understanding why I visually collect things through photography. Starting points of research are my camera roll and existing junk journals, as well as visiting antique or junk shops. I will allow myself to be guided by what I am naturally drawn to and shall create a colour palette reflecting this. A sense of random selection shall play an important part in this project, but all aspects of design shall be a considered result of me understanding my creative vision better. This will look like a collection of sketches, crochet, knitted and printed samples, and finally products that reflect this exploration. I was very vague with this proposal on purpose because I knew this project was going to be unlike any other. And when I say that, I mean in previous projects, I did a project last year where I was totally inspired by a little like cactus that I found at the garden centre, and everything that I did like on the knitting machine. So everything that I knitted and crocheted, because I did do crochet and knit. So everything that I crocheted and knitted was directly inspired by those images that I'd taken of this cactus. And I loved it, but I got very bored of it very quickly because I felt quite restrained by creating something that was exactly how this cactus looked. And that's exactly what I've done in this project, which is going directly against what it was that I started out doing. So when I'm like looking over here, by the way, I'm looking at my mood board, which let me show you. So my mood board, as you can see, and as you have seen before, obviously this is just the digital version and my analog one is at uni. For me, it's the feeling that I get from looking at this mood board. And once again, I'm talking about the feeling rather than the fact that there are lemons and limes and oranges and papayas and guavas and daffodils and the colours, and you know, I'm not looking at the physical things that are there. I'm looking at it and I'm feeling this sense of calm, but excitement, fun, passion, joy, happiness. It just, for me, this mood board evokes a feeling of well-being, which that's a very key word, which I have not thought about once in this project, which is really ironic because I wrote my dissertation about craft and well-being. And a lot of my practice, I speak about how, oh, well, I crochet because I like it, and I draw because it makes me feel excited, and I take photos of things and record things because it brings me joy. And I talk about all of these things that are acts of creating for my well-being and creating and it helping my well-being, but I don't feel I'm actually doing that in this project, which is very ironic, and I can only really laugh about it. So I'm basically checking myself. It's like I said, it's been 6 weeks. I think we've got 6 or 7 weeks left. So we've got 8 weeks left, technically 9, but I'm not going to do anything on the final week because the deadline's on the Tuesday. So we've got 8 weeks left, including Easter. Not including Easter, we've got 6 weeks left. During said time, I think I've hit that point of, I've been doing research, I've started sampling, I've actually got bored sampling, which is so wrong for me. That's so not, I love crocheting. I absolutely adore it. That's why I've made it my whole life. That's what I'm trying to do. But the things that I've been making, I am bored. I'm bored of them. It's taken me stepping back and being put in a situation that's not very nice, that's not very easy to deal with, to realise, oh, I'm struggling right now and I'm not reaching for my craft. Why is that? And it's because the things that I'm making aren't evoking that joy and happiness that I talk about. So this is me having a moment to be like, okay, the last 6 weeks has been this. I think I've understood what I was trying to do, but it's not what I am trying to do. So here's the redirection. I took inspiration from my mood board and my research images, and like I'd said, when I went to the junk shop at the beginning and then I went to the garden centre, it was fruits, not flowers. And I definitely think we have moved away from florals. There's 2-3 pictures of flowers on my mood board, but they're not, they're more the shapes. I think that's the other thing. It's the shapes rather than the fact that it is an actual flower. And I need to stop overthinking it and stop deeping it. And my tutor has literally told me to stop deeping everything. But I'm an overthinker. I can't help it. I deep everything. I'd created these, which I think I showed you in a previous vlog. They're sweet. They're fun. They're zesty. They're all of these things. They're boring. They're so boring to me because they are literally an orange, a lemon, and a lime. Where's the fun? Like, I feel like when I've been talking about this zesty feeling and like this that I get thinking about these, I do, but I don't think I like that they are literally what they literally are. What I did make that does excite me, which I accidentally made, but I think I need to let myself make more accidents, is this. I tried to crochet a grapefruit, forgetting that grapefruits are orange on the outside. However, what I have in turn created is a pink lemon. And I now have this bee in my bonnet about creating a pink lemon, to the point where, again, another suggestion from my tutor was to crochet a huge lemon, because I'd made these little guys that I had on key rings, which I've got the ick. I've quite literally got the ick, and I don't like them. I didn't enjoy making them. I tried to make another one yesterday. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Therefore it's wrong. Therefore it's not for me. What I do like the idea of is using super chunky neon pink yarn and making a huge pink lemon and just seeing what that does for me. So that's one plan. And doing like cushions. I got myself very carried away about everything has to look the same and everything has to be inspired by the same thing. So I had an idea of doing the keyring and then a bag with these granny squares with the same orange, and then making a t-shirt bag that's an orange, and then making a cushion that's an orange, and it was just getting very, oh, it's all just oranges, and I got bored. So we're acknowledging it and we're moving on, and I'm spending today acknowledging the turning point, making a new plan, and hopefully re-motivating myself. that's all I've really got to say for now. I'll probably check in throughout the day. I might create a new mood board. I'm gonna tidy up all the loose ends because I've got a big box of samples that just aren't it. And that's good. That's development. It's still a win. All of this is a win. The last 6 weeks have not been for no reason, because it's got me to this point. But it's realizing, actually, and this is like such a huge thing and it makes me really like anxious to say it out loud, I called myself Crafts by Kia because I am crafts. I'm not Crochet by Kia. When I named myself 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, I named myself Crafts by Kia, not Crochet by Kia, because I knew all along I was not just crochet. It's now the time for me to acknowledge I am not just crochet, but that feels very uncomfortable because crochet feels like my safe place because of the amount of events that I've done and the amount of success I've had from the events that I've done, because people love the things that I crochet, but actually I don't like crocheting them. And that's fine, that's okay. That's what this has done for me. That's what being at uni has taught me and made me understand. And having the support from my tutors to say, actually, no, you are a printer, and to push me, even though it's like very much outside of my comfort zone and I don't do well outside my comfort zone, I need it. You know, I do need it at the end of the day to help me grow as a creative. That's where we're at. I'll check in a bit later. Yeah, I feel really like silly sat here right now, like just lots of emotions going around, but that's fine. That's life, and we're acknowledging it and we're going with it. So yeah. Also, side note, this is the t-shirt that inspired the tattoo, because I know that you all wanted to know. This was the original plan, a fun time, and I did kind of want to get the text tattooed on me. I just felt a bit unsure because I knew I wanted it there, and I did really know I didn't want it any bigger than this. So this is directly inspired by the back of the t-shirt, which, if you see, it's directly inspired by that. And me and Shannon were talking and we said, another time, if I did want the text on me, I could just get script tattooed. So a fun time, maybe in this font, maybe not, who knows? It doesn't have to be in this, because we liked, like when we were talking about it, we like it because it matches my other vibe. Like it all fits in and it all matches. And with the script, it just felt a bit off. So maybe I'll get the text one day, maybe not. I kind of like the idea of like a fun time tattooed like along my side there, because I think that's what, again, it links into the project, because my project is my life, is my career, is my studies, like it's everything. It's one big, which is part of the overwhelm. It's part of the overwhelming part, is all aspects of my life are linking right now, and this is the first time that it really feels like that. I've been trying to do that. I tried to do that this time last year and failed massively, to be honest, but it was a learning point. I grew from it. We've got to where we are now. Therapy has helped. Getting this tattoo now and wanting a fun time to be on my body somewhere, this represents a fun time, really. So when I say it's on my body, it is already on my body. Is to just remind myself to have fun and enjoy what I'm doing. And if I'm not enjoying it, like, what on earth am I doing at the end of the day? Because you only live once, this is it. Might as well enjoy it, might as well like what I'm doing, might as well be having a fun time. That's that. So yeah. It's pink lemon time. I've very much sourced everything, tied up the loose ends. I'm ready to make a pink lemon. And I find it funny because the way that I've wound this ball, this is the yarn that I'm thinking of using. I think it's James C. Brett Baby Snuggle Chunky, I want to call it. I could have totally just made that up. Let me check for you real quick. I was close. It's James C. Brett Huggable Super Chunky. but I've rewound it because I think I was going to make something and then I changed my mind. So, but I find it funny because it kind of looks like a lemon, so I'm kind of just like, here you go, but I have to actually crochet it. But it's a good size reference. I do actually think I want to go slightly bigger because I want it to be cushion / decorative is the vibe I'm going for. So we're watching Alfie's latest YouTube video. I always save the videos for like a Monday or a Wednesday when I'm at home, when I'm working from home. I think I'm working from home all week this week, so. But yeah, I just thought, sit here, catch up on his video, crochet a lemon, and I thought I'd record it because then I'm less likely to go on my phone and more likely to actually get it done. So, enjoy. Okay, so I've started making and I've got to a point of like, I don't know. So the way that I made the other ones is I started with like a little thin end and then I increased, but I'm trying to figure out the increases and I think that's going to be too many because it's already starting to curl. So I think I'm going to have to go back because I need quite a dramatic difference from the little thin end to the wide lemon, but I think this row's too many. So I'm gonna frog it and retry. I'm still not sure if I'm happy. I don't know if, because it's like wobbly, I don't know if when I start, because basically I need to, this is like one end of the lemon and I need to get it to the like size of the lemon that I want it to be, and I'm not there yet. But because I did a row of increases like right after the little end, I'm struggling to get the numbers right, the maths, and it's bothering me that it's like ruffling because it's not supposed to, but I don't know if in the scheme of things, like when I stuff it, it will like stretch out and not ruffle as much. Or if I need to go back and do a bit more maths. Okay, I did a little bit of quick maths. I think I needed to have gone in with an increase and then 5 single crochets, because basically the rules of like when you crochet a sphere, a circle, you start with a magic circle or ring or however you start with a circle and you do 6, then you go to 12, which is an increase, then you go to 18, which is an increase and 1 single crochet alternated all the way round, then you go increase 2 single crochet, increase 3, increase 4, increase 5, row by row. And I've basically done a circle of 6, then I went to 12, then I went to 18, then I stopped at 18, did 2 rows of single crochet to like build it up to get the end of the lemon. But then I went in straight after the 2 rows of single with a row of increase all the way around, and all the way around has got me to 36, which in the normal rules of crochet, if you were building up a sphere slowly, you would have done increase and 4 single crochet, which means the next row needs to be 5. I have gone in on the 7th row after increasing all the way around with 3, which is why I think it's doing this, because there's too many increases after the row of increases. I know what I'm talking about. This probably is not making much sense to anyone who doesn't crochet. And even if you do crochet, it may not make sense. So I apologise. But this is why I don't want to be a teacher. I know what I mean, but I can't explain it to make everyone else. I think I need to, in like another pen, write down the numbers. Yeah, because then I'd be going around and doing 6 again. Because I need to keep it in the 6s. Because I just did increase single crochet 3 and I did it 9 times, but I needed to have done it 6 times because the 9 times is what's making it ruffle. Oh my god, she's a genius. She's a genius. Crochet legend. I'm taking the title back. God, that's a throwback. I haven't said that in a while. Anyway, yeah, we'll frog it. Also, when I say frog, for those of you who don't know, this is like a little lesson in crochet. If you're learning anything, comment down below if you're learning anything from this vlog. Would love to know. But this is called frogging. It's my favourite but least favourite part of crochet because it's the quickest thing that you can do. It's by far the most depressing because it means you've done something wrong. Anyway, also this yarn does not frog very well, but luckily this is the first time I'm trying it, so that's absolutely okay. Yeah, so we're going to go back in. So we've now frogged it back down to the row of increase. So this final row that I've done, I've increased in every single stitch, which an increase is basically 2 stitches in 1 stitch. So then you've got double the amount, which makes so much sense now that I'm saying that out loud. But anyway, I think we might be onto a winner. I'm going to go back in and work an increase followed by 5 single crochet, then an increase 5, all the way around, and I'll check back in with you. I think we're on to a winner. It's looking more in proportion to where I started, less ruffly. I think the ruffle that it's naturally doing now is because I've frogged it a few times, and it does sort of weaken the crochet if you keep frogging it, especially with this yarn, but it's only a sample. It's fine. And the beauty of a sample is it's the first that I've made. I need to make it exist and then I can make it good. That's a quote that I saw on Pinterest that I'm really taking with this project. I think I wrote it in my plan. Like, one of the sections is make it exist and then make it good. But the beauty of a sample is if there's any faults with it, I can keep it. It's the first one, so I can keep it. So this is probably going to be going on my bed. Anyway, that's me getting ahead of myself. That's the beauty of running your own business. You get to make stuff for yourself first. That's very cheeky. Anyway, I'm going to like annotate, but I think I really need to know my 6 times table. That's actually really funny because in school 6s was always the one that I struggled with. I remember I was really good, obviously like 5s I picked up really quickly, and then like 9s I picked up quickly because you just like reverse stuff. But I really struggled with my 6s, so that's a shame, isn't it? Walking back down the road that I feel like I live on at this point. Seems to be my only way up to town at the moment. Mission success. We've got the yarn. I stopped off at Sainsbury's to get some other bits for dinner tonight, so that was all there. And I might have had a sneaky look in the bargain bucket and picked up a little something for myself. I can't help it. Once they're gone, they're gone. And it was really pretty, so I'll show you that when I get home. But it's really windy. It's really cold and windy. I feel like we had like a week of spring and now it's gone. Anyway, I will catch up with you guys when I'm back at home. Heyo! We're back. We can carry on with the lemon now. Got enough yarn. If this isn't enough, the lemon's just too big. So let's get into it. You gonna say hi to the vlog?
Oh, we've... Hi. How's it go? Oh.
It's alright, I'm putting music over most of this. Dad, wave to the vlog. Well, this is what it's like in the Bailey house, isn't it?
So if you're looking through that one,
Wait, Dad, come back.
Hey?
Come back.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Never any peace. I reckon I was right when I said 18.
cute.
I reckon I was right because I said 18 and I've done 18 and I feel like it's natural to start. I love how I'm waiting for an opinion from an inanimate object and Mum who's just looking at me.
I wasn't sure how long you want it in between.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to do it too long, so I don't want it to look like a pink sausage. But I think that's good. And then I can start, because I want it to be quite big. I feel like that's good. Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
No.
Mum's being inappropriate. Can't put that on YouTube, Mother.
No. Okay.
Okay, we've got the basic shape. I think it's time to add stuffing, because once we've added stuffing, it will really, like, the shape will, it would probably take shape. So time to stuff. I have no idea how much it's going to take, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot. Mum's having a coughing fit in the garden.
Right.
Anyway, let's stuff this lemon. Okay, I've stuffed it as much as I think, but I'm probably going to add a bit more. I just want to do like the end bit, because I think as I'm closing it off, I'll add the final amounts, because it's still very squishy and I want it quite dense, I think. So let's do that. I think it needs more. I think this end's got really, really dense, which is great, but I think it needs more. Oh, I love how fun and silly this is. Which is good, because that's exactly what I'm going for in my project, but I just... We're almost there, we're so close. I'm doing the last row now, and I actually did have enough, which is honestly kind of annoying. It's fine, it's fine. At least I know that one of these makes a lemon, which I find kind of funny because it looks like a lemon already. That is so, oh my god, it's heavy. I need to add a leaf, which is my next issue to figure out. And we're done. Honestly, I'm chuffed with that. I feel like it needs a bit of shaping and manipulating. I feel like this end, you can tell it's a lemon, like, definitely. But this end, you can't really. I feel like maybe if I add a leaf to this end, it will then match the other end and make it look a bit more lemony. I love how dense it is. I'm seriously quite obsessed with that. The only thing I am wondering is whether to do like a drawstring round here to like cinch it a bit more. this end is quite flat, but I feel like with the leaf coming over, this is going to be a very big leaf. Oh my god. Let me work on a leaf and I'll check in again. Okay guys, we've come upstairs because it's got very busy downstairs. We finished the lemon. It's so fun and silly. Are you ready? I can't help but laugh when I look at it. It's just so fun and silly. I said I was going to try drawstring. I did exactly that and it worked. There's like kind of holes, but I mean, it's crochet. You're going to get holes in it. And then I did the other end and then I added a leaf and I've sewn it down the middle so you can like move that side and move that side, but you can't take it off. Like it's sewn onto it. I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. Sorry, wearing a red jumper against it is probably not the best thing. Oh, I love it. And honestly, like, whilst I was making it, because this is very much inspired by the idea of pink lemonade, and there's a scene, I think it's from iCarly or Victorious, I can't remember which one, where some two of the characters are talking about where does pink lemonade come from, and one of them said pink lemons, and I don't know why that's just a thing that I'm thinking of in this project, but just like how fun and silly, like where is pink lemonade from? Well, pink lemons, obviously. So here's my pink lemon. I can't stop, like, it's so, oh my god, I love it. And I think definitely doing the drawstring that I've done around here, now when you like squish it and squeeze it, it's not gonna lose the definition. It's dense, it's really dense, it's really heavy and dense, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And it used one full ball of Baby Snuggle Chunky Chenille, was that what it was called? The James C. Brett. And I didn't check how much of this it used. I just love it. I absolutely love it. It's, oh my god. It's so fun and silly. But whilst I was crocheting it, I like was trying to think, are there like other ones that I could do? Like, is there anything else that's speaking to me the way that like pink lemon was just like an itch that I needed to scratch? But I don't think there is. And I think I kind of love the idea of my shop just having pink lemons available to buy, like as a one-off like thing that like it just is a pink lemon. Like there's no alternatives, because I was like, I could do a peach, I could do a this, I could do a that, and then I was like, no, I just think pink lemons are so fun and silly, and that's as much as I want to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. I've ticked that box. I feel, honestly, day well spent. Like normally I feel a bit unaccomplished, I think is the right word, if I spend a whole day crocheting and I've only got one thing to show for it. But this, I don't know if it's because of the size, I don't know if it's because it's like a whole, I love it. I love it so much. I feel like you can tell by like how much I'm not standing still with it. And the beauty is, because I bought another ball, I can make another one, so I can have one on my bed. Oh my god. See, like, successful day, guys. Thanks for coming along on the journey. I hope you enjoyed watching. Just being creative for the fun of being creative. I think that's what I need to sit back and try and remember, and not put the pressure on myself, because I do still have lots of time left. I will get things done. It is okay. Everything is okay. Everything's manageable. It's just taking a step back and reminding myself that. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed. If you did, like, comment and subscribe. If you got all the way to the end, comment down below pink lemons, because come on now. Love you guys lots, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.